morning. This is Anka Metcalf with TradeOutLoud.com. Welcome to the pre-market game plan for the major futures indices, gold and oil for today. It is October 18th. It is Wednesday, 8:59 a.m. Eastern Time, and we're going to begin with the E-mini Dow Industrial Average that has just made a new all-time high, 23,045, and is up 93 points as of right now. Following a very choppy trading session in the New York session where support held at 22,900, resistance 22,930. So it was playing back and forth. It finally broke out towards the end of the day following the IBM earnings, and the E-mini index continued to move higher, making its move into 23,000, setting an overnight support level here at 3 a.m. Eastern Time. So pretty sideways. So after the explosive move up, the Asian session consolidated and the big move occurred at 2 a.m. Eastern. Breakout occurred at 3 a.m. That took this price by storm to the upside. Up right now, 92 points. Huge move to the upside. So New York trading session is going to be very difficult to trade because we are up already 92 points and we need a pullback. So we have rallied for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours continuously. We definitely need a pullback. This is a climactic, extensive move to the upside, setting this new record high at 23,047. We definitely need a pullback. Pullback areas that we're going to be looking for are going to be 23,020, 2300, 23,000, and 22 into this cluster area right here. So I believe that pullbacks are going to be rather shallow, and we can expect a pretty choppy trading session for the New York trading session. So keep in mind, this is not going to be one of our favorites. It was one of our favorites yesterday, and we actually had a trade in it. We were in the trade till very, very late in the extended session hour. So keep in mind, new record high, up 94 points on the day. Definitely need a pullback in order to leg into this monster trade. Further projections to the upside, 23,100 and 23,117. These are the projected targets, void areas in which the E-mini Dow can't run. Now, let's take a look at the other E-mini indexes that have had an extensive rally. However, E-mini S&P 500 only up 3 points, so 3 points and 3 points and 3/4. Not a lot of move to the upside. You could see that it has erased the congestion from the extended session into yesterday and also from Monday's extended session. 2557 was the big breakout area. It did just that, and then it pulled back in at 4 a.m. Eastern, back to the 2557, and then had the push to the upside, 2 bars to the upside, 2 hours of continuous rally. And right now, for the last 3 hours, we're consolidating in this area. I would say 2 hours and a half, we have been consolidating into this area right here at 2561. 2561.75 is the new all-time high. Obviously, projected targets for the upside are 2566, and this is the next resistance area, projected resistance area. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. So not a lot of participation from NASDAQ, not a lot of participation from the S&P 500, and that makes it better for us because we can look at these indices for a possible break as a trend follower following the monster move that E-mini Dow has done. So these indices, we're expecting for them to play a little bit of catch up in the New York trading session. So probably a rotation. We're going to see what that's going to happen. Keep in mind, we did have earnings we did have IBM earnings, and we did have pattern continuation from E-mini Dow that propelled this E-mini higher. So we have not had a lot of earnings so far from NASDAQs. Well, that's going to be the big propeller. These are going to come in the days to follow, but this is something that we can watch in today's trading session. A break of 61.30 is a congestion break for the last 4 hours. For the last 4 hours, it has consolidated at this level. A break above this level can take the price back, can take the price up to 61.40, 61.42, and all the way into the 61.60 area. So these are the targets for mini Nasdaq. Support level 61.23. The good news about Nasdaq is that it's been trying to set up for 5 to 7 point setups and ranges, which is really good compared to the overall summer period and into early fall, where we've had really stretched out support resistance areas. Therefore, it's tightening up a little bit, and we're going to see how it's going to play out. So this is the area that I'm going to be watching, 61.30, for a possible breakout for about 10 points or so for the morning session. Because we do trade the morning session, although we had a trade yesterday, we closed very, very late. And I'm going to review Russell as well in today's trading session, because Russell has been grinding to the downside. Just want to show you the daily chart to see what I'm looking at. Grind slowly to the downside. Keep in mind, it's trying to get to this 20-period moving average. Also, key area 1500 right here. This is the area where it can pull back. This is a possible low testing to see if there are any sellers at 1500 that can take the price lower. Sharp reversal, I would feel more comfortable after 1510 for a buy that may continue into the 1518. So this is my game plan for Russell. Right here is more of a swing trade rather than a day trade. So from the day trade perspective, I'm not interested in it, because it needs to erase 1510 area and actually 1512, 1515, this whole choppiness area. Once it gets above this area, any pullback is viable and definitely going to the long side. Let's take a look at gold. Gold actually is down 4 points, a little over 4 points today. The setup and the sell came at 1290 area in last night's trading session, Asian trading session. So Asian trading session took it a little higher into 11 o'clock and boom to the downside. This was the big line in the sand, 1290, that took the price back lower for about 10 points to 1280. So that is a lot of $10 to the downside for gold. Keep in mind, we've been watching this 1280 area. This is the first line of defense. This area is actually going to be either very weak because it's testing prior resistance levels, and if this area is going to hold 1280 area is going to hold, we may see a bounce back up. Also, from the swing standpoint, we need to break 1290 in order to continue higher. So nothing for me at this point. I'm watching it from the swing standpoint, not from a day trade standpoint. So I'm watching it over 1290 to continue higher. The stop is going to have to be below this pivot low right here, plus giving it an extra room for wiggle. So we're going to look and see if there's going to be a rotation. I would preferably like for the price to continue higher, 1294, 1295, and then pull back, pivot at 1290 and then area, and then continue higher. So as of this point, we may still get a flurry down, and it still has room to continue into the next area of support, which is 1272. Let's take a look at oil. And this is the last one that we're going to be watching. And yes, we're trading a new contract. We're trading a new contract. Price is moving a little higher, erasing this resistance right here at 52.40, making a new high right now for this week of 52.53. Actually, it's trading right now at 52.40. It's a little problematic right here. It's trying to erase this resistance, but if it erases this resistance, the next area where it can run to, it's going to be 52.80. So this is in line with what we have mentioned yesterday and the day before yesterday, and what we have mentioned all week. So once again, oil for us is not from a day trading perspective, but it's more of a swing trade. Support level for the overnight trading session actually is this 52.16, 52.20, small area right here, a small cushion area. If this level is going to hold, we may possibly see a continuation all the way to 53 area, well, actually 5280, which is our first target, and 53 area. If this level is not going to hold, if 5220 is going to be breached, 5216, 5215 is going to be breached, then we're going to look for a sharper correction all the way into the following areas. First of all, 5170. The next area is 5165. And the following target, the following level for this pullback, 5138. This is all for now. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you all have a very profitable trading day. Stay safe. Keep in mind, 101 points right now, E-mini Dow up, and it's going to be a very tricky trading session. So pay very, very close attention to what's going to happen at the open. We may get a sharp move to the upside and then grind sideways for the rest of the day. Keep in mind that on Friday we do have option expiration, and that is going to have a big impact on what we're trading. We're starting a new class. Keep in mind, new and old students, keep in mind, new class, 10-day power income day trading futures class starts October 23rd through November 3rd. It is a comprehensive education course followed by a 5-day trading lab. Feel free to email us at info@tradeoutloud for more information on that. And also you can visit our website. It is tradeoutloud.com/futures. Have a profitable trading day and see you next time.